This is just a spur of the moment hangout just because I can. That's the title. For no reason, they put a strike on my channel first of the month, and for no reason, they finally took it away. So I thought I'd better at least do one more live stream. And I really don't intend to do a lot of them. They're not real popular, and I don't have that many more things to say anyway. I have over 200 videos now, mostly on Christianity. And if I do any photography or other sciencey things this summer, I'll certainly put something up then. But um, mainly, I thought what I'd do today, just to pass the time and have something to hang out about, is I've been working on my website. I've been trying to simplify. I'm going to be 60 this year, and I thought maybe it's time to back off on the volume of information that I manage. And one of the ways was to I'm using as few databases as I can, the MySQL databases for anybody who cares. And not because they're bad, but because even though I don't intend to move my website anytime soon, I've done it in the past. And when you move databases, they're kind of a pain because sometimes the data you thought you backed up so carefully doesn't import so well. And most of my sites anymore are not being updated a lot, so I just decided to consolidate them and make them flat file websites. They're still dynamically generated pages, but this is the one I'm showing now is my main and only site. I used to call it my archive site, but I put in the What in the World site with it and changed the layout. It is very much more mobile friendly, even though it was always a responsive design. Now it doesn't have a sidebar, and I changed what's on it a little bit, and I still have the same alphabetical listing and a search, and I put what used to be the quotes in the sidebar down below that on the home page, and I put the menu up here at the top, and you can, and if you I'm going to see if this works on screen. Shrink it. This is what it does when it shrinks. You see it turned into what they call this the hamburger menu. And then it does that. And you can still look for things. So this is what I've been doing lately, mostly. Not just to, I like I said, I wanted to simplify. And so this is very simple. If I do find, there's lots of, especially the older articles have errors in them, typos, missing HTML tags, stuff like that. So I may change it that way, but I'll just change the document and upload it. And it's easy as anything else. I don't have to worry about maintaining forms and all the other things that go with a database. And I really don't need one. I don't have that much material. So I've been working on that. I also changed the book site look. It used to be dark, more leather book-like, and I decided it's time for a change. So the content's still the same. You can see there's the new Christian handbook. So I have 8 books now. I would say You Are All One and the Christian Basics Handbook and the Prophecy one are the big ones. This one is very small, the Calvinism versus free will, but it's got good content. The Hunt White debate is just an analysis of that debate from years ago. So it's not really, it's just my comments on somebody else's debate book. The Reformers and Their Stepchildren is a book I did not write either, but it's somewhat archaic, but it has great information, archaic in its language, and great information. So I summarized each chapter. Salvation Through the Ages is just kind of clarifying different stages in church history, and Reconciled focuses just on what it is that Jesus came to do. So all of these things, I pretty much cover anything I wanted to cover. If I ever did write another book, I don't know what it would be about right now, and the books take a lot of work. And I'm more interested in less complication in my life right now. So, of course, this is still here. I changed the look of that a little bit. It was a kind of a cold blue-gray. This is a little warmer. I'm still not happy. The colors are weird on this computer. The screen is, I haven't had any success in finding a calibration app for it. It's just off. The colors, I have to go look at my site on my phone or my old iPad to see what they might be looking like on other people's computers. But I don't think this is too clashy anywhere else, but that's the same as it always was. And you can still do the Greek interlinear and all that. So those are the things I've been working on. I've also done some of my personal stuff I won't be showing, of course, on my own contacts lists and managing my finances. And it can't be too bad because we still have, since we're in this fiat currency game, we might as well try to play it well. And we still have a really high credit rating in spite of job losses and things over the years. So it's not a bad system. Other than that, I've also gotten out of taking on any new website design jobs. So I'm not participating in that sort of work anymore, just for my own amusement mostly. So I don't know if there's anything anybody wants me to do a video about, a Bible video. The only I also took all the comments off, the comment links and forums off all my websites, and I didn't put one on the new version. And you can always use the YouTube about page to get a hold of me if you need to. So you can shoot me a line if you want me to do a video on some Bible topic. I've also joined recently Steemit, just to see how that goes. I put some material over there. And let me see if I can find my account and let's show you that real briefly. Put it on the right page here. Using different browsers, I was. Whoops. In the wrong character. There we go. Yeah, so far I just put a plug in for my New Testament translation. I just got there the other day. Started, was that? It just says January, but it was a couple days. And made a comment somewhere, but I could get busier on that. So that's what I'm doing these days. YouTube seems kind of dead now. I go looking for things to watch, and there's some interesting documentaries, but those get old after a while. And looking for Christian communities is kind of hard to find. There's a fair number of Christian live streams, but most of them have maybe 2 people watching. So that's not how you're going to find a community. So I'm going to see how things go on Steemit. So not much that I know of going on YouTube that hasn't been overused or run into the ground, or like running on a hamster wheel, going over the same material over and over. I know that's how it seems with Christianity sometimes in Bible study, but there's always something new to discover in going over that material instead of just endlessly saying, I don't know, we never went to the moon, the powers that be, or there's a shadow government and they're doing bad things and the economy's, on its last legs as it's been for the last 10 years. I don't watch the news. I have a couple of sites. I just look at headlines mostly, and just not a whole lot going on, which is fine since I'm trying to simplify. And so maybe I can, eventually at Steemit settle into at least a small community there. So that's probably where I'll be. And I really don't have any plans to do more live hangouts, but I will occasionally upload a video. So there we are, just because I could. And I think I'll go find the stop button.